Call Halo Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai. Double honors to the head apostles of Yasharallah, which are the apostles at Great Millstone. Salutes, honors, and blessings to the men that's pushing the gospel of Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai in all sincerity, in all truth. To the house of David, to the men, women, and children that staying in the spirit to the best of their ability. All right. This just pissed me off, man. You know, like straight up, I seen this at work today, and this is why this fucking devil, ESAU, all right, the so-called white man, needs to be taken out of fucking power, man. This is why he needs to be in chains, shackled, and ultimately exterminated, man. Okay? This is the New York Post, okay? It came out today, October 14th. The headline is Great Barrier Reef Dead at 25 million years. All right? And we know the earth isn't that old. But the point is, this devil, under his rulership, under his wickedness, under his destructive manner, okay, has destroyed the earth, man. Okay, the Barrel Reef, okay, he completely decimated it. All right, it looks horrible now, man. Okay, and you know, I've seen like pictures of the coral reef. You know, I used to watch a lot of Discovery Channel, you know, when I was younger, and I always was amazed at, you know, how it looked, you know, how beautiful, you know, it was, and how, you know, majestic it looked, man. The Lord really, you know, gave the order to his son and the angels to create this earth, you know, to be beautiful. All right. Eden was what the land was called, all right, which means pleasure, paradise. But here it is. This is the aerial view of what the coral reef looks like right now, man. It's dead. It's desolate, man. And this is what this devil does, man. This is what this defiled demon creature does, man. He goes about just destroying everything he touches, man. All right? I'm talking about the so-called white man, the Edomites, the one who are ruling this earth right now. All right? It says the Great Barrier Reef has been declared dead, scientists, at 25 million years old. Once again, we know the earth isn't that old. Okay? It says bringing an end to the colorful life of the world's largest single structure of living organisms. Okay? And under who rulership, man? When has this been declared dead? Under who's ruling the earth right now? Okay? Who's putting chemtrails in the air, man? Who's doing military warfare games in the ocean, okay? Letting off millions of missiles in the waters, okay, which is causing the animals' habitation to be all messed up, okay? Causing animals to throw themselves on the shores of the ocean, I mean of the beach, you know, it's called beaching themselves and killing themselves, man. Who's doing that? All right. Who is to blame for the ozone layer having a hole in the ozone layer, and now they're trying to say that you know, climate change is a major problem. All right. Who is to blame, man? If not, where and who is he? It says the incredible coral sea wilderness, which stretches for roughly 1,400 miles over an area of roughly 133 square miles, has finally succumbed to bleaching. The icon of the nature's natural world is bigger than the whole of the United Kingdom and is composed of over 2,900 individual reefs and 900 islands. It is home to 1,625 species of fish, 3,000 mollusks, Shalaki if I'm pronouncing that wrong, and 30 different types of whales and dolphins. All right. And speaking of the dolphins, who's the ones that's having sex and marrying dolphins, man? All right, you Google that. Who the one that is killing off the whales, man? Okay. It's the devil, man. The Edomites. The one who the Lord has indignation for forever, man. The one who the Lord is going to exterminate off the face of the earth, man. Okay? It says the reef lies off the coast of Queensland in Australia and can be seen from outer space. Leading environmentalist writer Rowan Jacobson declared the incredible structure dead and wrote the Great Barrier Reef of Australia passed away in 2016 after a long illness. All right, after a long illness, when who was ruling? Ever since the so-called white man's been in rulership, that's when the earth got sick, man. That's when all hell broke loose on this place. All right. It says it was 25 million years old. Once again, all right, we know the earth is not that old. It's around 12,000 years old. It says the reef is commonly referred to as the world's largest living thing, but is actually made up of billions of tiny organisms. All right, so the reef was actually alive, man. All right, this is how it looked like before. It says when it was flourishing, the Great Barrier Reef was known for its colorful fish and coral, man. This is what the Lord made, man. Look how beautiful this looks, all right? Look how majestic this looks, man. All right, this is how the earth was created, man, and it was created for our sakes, the sakes of Israel, okay? Because the Lord called us the beauty, all right, the perfection of beauty. So He gave us a land, a earth that was created in beauty, man. All right, and now when you have the so-called white man, the Edomites ruling, this is what this looks like now. The Barrier Reef, man. Look at this, man. The Valley of the Shadow of Death, man. This is why this devil needs to go. All right, and our people, all right, trying to make excuses for this devil, trying to befriend him. He's a harbinger of death, man. Straight up and down. He kills everything in his sight, man. The thief cometh not but to kill, steal, and destroy. This is what he does. This is what it used to look like, and this is what it used to look like, man. Look at the fish, all right. Look at the different colors of the coral reefs, man. Beautiful, all right. You couldn't even think to make something like this, man. And this is what happens when the so-called white man rules, all right. This is what he does. He comes in and just completely annihilates everything in his path. The harbinger of death. It says, I'm going to jump down. I'm going to jump down to what bleaching is, because that's basically what the coral reef did. All right, it bleached itself. It says, the Great Barrier Reef has been declared dead by scientists investigating coral bleaching, which is caused by environment stress impacts. All right, the so-called white man's rulership is stressful to the environment. All right, stressful to the people, stressful to the animals, stressful to the earth, man. It says the warming of the oceans because of climate change. All right, you putting ozones in a layer. I mean, so like putting holes in an ozone layer. All right, corals causes corals to expel their algae and become bare. Without the algae, the coral can't get any nutrients. Hey, and that's what happens to people in general, man. This devil makes GMO foods. All right, takes out all the nutrients out of it. So now you got to take vitamins. All right, which are concocted in a laboratory, all right, to get your nutrients, man. Okay, he prescribes you these pharmaceutical drugs, which is nothing but death in a bottle, so you can get nutrients that he took from the earth, man. And it's the same thing he's doing to the earth, man. The earth is alive, man. The earth is it has a vibration on it, okay? The earth, it has a spirit on it, and this devil, being a wicked that he is killing the earth, the people that the earth belongs to, the Israelites. All right, if he had it his way, he'll kill everybody, man. And he would try to go to these different, and that's why the Lord is not going to have him to be able to go to these different mansions, as the scriptures call it, but these different planets, because if he could, he would go there and destroy those places too, man. He already has, space garbage out there floating around, okay, because of his satellites and all his quote unquote space explorations. You got space garbage out there, man. How the hell do you get garbage into space, man? Only a devil, only a defiled person, defiled nation of people, a defiled ruler could do something like that, man. Have space, to have garbage into space, to make something that looks like this beautiful, all right, to be caused to be dead, man. The largest living organism he completely killed, man. And this is why the Lord is going to take him out of power, all right? It says, the Great Barrier Reef Marine Park Authority has started the second phase of its survey to assess the impacts of 2016's bleaching. This is how you know we at the end of this thing, man. Because if this devil can take out something that's 1,400 miles long, all right, 1,400 miles long, an organism that's 1,400 miles long, if he can kill, it says 22% of the coral reef, all right, what do you think he's going to do to the population of the people? What do you think he's going to do, all right, to the world, man? It says the research showed that 22% of the coral on the reef died due to the worst mass bleaching event on record. All right, and who do we have to thank for that? It says 85% of the mortality occurred in a 370-mile stretch of the reef between the tip of Cape York and just north of Lizard Island. Okay, so this is what this devil does, man. All right, I'm gonna play this clip right here. This is fucking depressing, man. We gotta get the hell up out of this place, man. I'm gonna get a scripture first. This is Jeremiah chapter 12, verse 4. It says, "How long shall the land mourn and the herbs of the field wither for the wickedness of them that dwell therein?" All right, the wickedness of them that dwell therein. Who's ruling the earth, man? The earth is given into the hands of the wicked. He covered up the faces of the judges thereof. All right, and he's spreading his wickedness amongst all nations. Now the nations are mad. 2/3 of our people are vibing with this devil's wickedness. Okay, so the earth is mourning, man. The herbs of the field are withering, man. Why you think they make GMO foods? You can barely find our watermelons or grapes with seeds in them, man. It said the beasts are consumed and the birds. You have birds dropping right out the sky. Okay, beasts are just, dying. Okay, like I said before, you had whales just beaching themselves. It says because they said he shall not see our last end. All right, and that's what they say, man. They rather these marine life creatures, they're killing themselves because they understand that they're gonna die anyway. They're gonna die a horrible death if this devil stays in power. Okay. But that's why the Lord is going to take him out of power and put the righteous rulers back on top, man. Okay, starting with our King, Yahweh Shai. All right. Isaiah 24:4, it says, "The earth mourneth and fadeth away. The world languisheth and fadeth away. The haughty people of the earth do languish. The earth also is defiled under the inhabitants thereof." See, because they have transgressed the laws, changed the ordinances, broken the everlasting covenant. And that's what this devil did, man. He thought to change the times and the laws, man. He thought to change everything that the Lord has written from the foundation of the earth to be his righteous and holy and pure law, statutes, commandments. Okay? He changed the ordinances of the earth, man. And that's why the earth right now is broken, man. That's why the earth is defiled. Verse 6, it says, "Therefore hath the cursed devoured the earth." And Esau is the cursed nation. All right, you so-called white people are the cursed of the earth, man. Your skin bears witness to it. All right, you are cursed from the sun. All right, the sun is adverse to your body, man. Okay, it says, "Therefore hath the curse of the earth." Shalak, "Therefore has the curse devoured the earth, and they that dwell therein are desolate. Therefore the inhabitants of the earth are burned, and few men left." All right, plain and simple, man. This devil, the cursed of the earth, is devouring the earth, man. And this is why the scripture says this, Revelations 11:18. "The nations were angry, and the wrath is come, and the time of the dead." Why are the nations angry? Because they done sipped of that drunken philosophy of this devil. All right. And you have these other nations like Japan, China, okay, Iran. They're getting their nuclear missiles. They're also guilty of doing, war games, all right, testing their nuclear missiles, which is polluting the air, all right. And when they do it in the sea, it pollutes the sea too, all right. They've done that because of why? Because they followed after the so-called white man, the Edomites, who started this whole thing off, man, all right. That's why it says the nations were angry, because they're going to get judged for that also. It says the wrath is come and the time of the dead, that they should be judged, and that that thou shouldst give reward unto the servants, the prophets. Why? Because thy servants, the prophets, are the one who are crying and sighing for all the abominations that are being done in this place, man. Okay, the prophets. The men who are sighing and crying day in and day out, you know, because ain't nobody else talking about this, man. Ain't nobody else doing any protesting or standing up for the earth, man, for the earth and the wickedness of Esau. All right, you got people out here that's making vain videos. All right, instead of concentrating on a devil. All right, concentrating on a deceiver, concentrating on a harbinger of death. All right. So the real prophets out here are prophesying about this devil's downfall. Okay, it says, and to the saints, and to them that fear thy name, Yahweh Wah Yahweh Shai, small and great, and shouldest destroy them which destroyed the earth. Who did that, man? Was the so-called black man, the nigger, the monkey, the coon, all right? The porch monkey, did he destroy the earth? Did the wetback spick, okay? The illegal immigrant, all right? The alien, as you devils like to call our people, did they destroy the earth, or did you destroy the earth, man? Did you destroy the barrel reef? Okay, did you put chemtrails in the air, fluorides in the water, GMOs in the foods, man? The Lord's going to destroy you devils off the fucking face of the earth, man. Thus saith Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. All right, before that, He going to punish you by putting you into captivity, okay, under the real inhabitants, the real people who the Lord created the earth for, man. Second Esdras, the 6th chapter tells you that he created the earth for our sakes, man. And He's going to give it back to us when our big brother Yahweh Shai comes and takes this place from you violently, man. All right. Says Isaiah 14:6. So I'm going to start at 5. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai have broken the staff of the wicked and the scepter of the ruler. He who smote the people with a continual stroke. All right. Who's that? Said he who smote the people with a continuous stroke. That's Esau, man. He's the one who smote the people with a continuous stroke, man. And he's doing it to this day. And not only the people, the earth also. He that ruled the nations with anger and persecuted, and none hindereth. All right, when he's taken out of power, the whole earth is at rest and is quiet. They break forth into singing. That's why the scripture says what? That when the righteous are in rulership, the people rejoice. But when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn. The whole earth is going to be at peace again, man. Whole earth is going to be Eden. A pleasure to be on right now. I mean, a pleasure to be on in the kingdom, man. Right now, this earth isn't a pleasure to be on. You can't even walk on grass, man. Everything is a concrete. Everything is all a wicked vibration here, man. But once the kingdom comes, the kingdom of Israel, the whole earth is going to be at rest and quiet, man. Okay? That's what we waiting for. That's the kingdom of heaven. That's the gospel, man. And you devils, you Edomites have no place in the kingdom of heaven except to be in pits and chains, enslaved, man. After 1,000 years, exterminated. Okay? You got to take out the peace breakers, man. Because you are the peace breakers, all right? And we're the peacemakers, starting with Yahweh Shai, man. Okay? It says what? This last scripture that I'm going to get to that video. It says, this is what the Lord promised that He's going to do, man. Revelations 21:5. It says, and he that sat upon the throne said, behold, I make all things new. Why, man? Because this devil, he done killed off everything, man. He done defiled and desolated everything. So Yahweh is going to make everything new. And you look up that word new, it's kainos, all right, in the Greek. Because it ain't going to be in a whole new earth, but it's going to look like one. I tell you that much. It's going to look like a whole new earth after we get in rulership, okay? It says new, as respects of form, freshly made, fresh, recent, unused, unworn. That's the kingdom that we're going to inherit, man. We're going to inherit the kingdom as if it was freshly made, all right? That's the earth that we're going to have. That's the earth that we're going to rule, man, all right? We're not going to take over this. We're not going to have this earth, all right, as this devil left it. Okay, the Lord is going to make this earth brand new, man. And how is He going to do that? By fire, man, because fire is the best cleaning agent, all right? Fire is the best purifying agent. And that's how He's going to make this earth brand new, all right? I'm going to read that again. He says, and he that sat upon the throne said, behold, I make all things new. And He said unto me, write, for these words are true and faithful, man. And we believe that, man. We understand and we have faith that Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai is going to come through in His word, man. That's why He told John to write, and because these words are true and faithful. And that's the times that we coming into, man. Because if this devil can destroy all right, a 1,400 mile long organism, living structure organism. All right, the Lord has to come in to deliver us out of this place, man. Deliver us and take this devil out, okay? Because if he didn't do that, this place, the earth, would literally be destroyed completely. All right. Look at this, man. This is sad, man. The earth shouldn't be doing that, man. Look, this fucking devil has to go, man. It's a desolate, man. He made the ocean desolate, man. And that's why Leviathan's gonna come out of the ocean, all right? Come out of the deep parts of the ocean and destroy ESAU too, man. This is Leviathan's home you messing with, man. You devils are going down, man. All right, you Edomites, you Rothschilds, you Rockefellers, you DuPonts, you Gettys, you going down. All right, the King of Kings, Yahweh Shai, the King of Terrors, is coming to destroy you, man. That's what's coming for you, man. Because you destroyed the beautiful place that the Lord created, man, for Israel. All right, and He's gonna take you out. Kingdom's coming soon. Shalom.
Defender of the faith, guardian of the terrible secret. That's it, isn't it, Doctor? What I know of man was written long ago, set down by the greatest ape of all, our lawgiver. Cornelius, come here. Reach into my pocket. Read to him the 29th scroll, 6th verse.
Beware the beast man, for he is the devil's pawn. Alone among God's primates, he kills for sport, or lust, or greed. Yea, he will murder his brother to possess his brother's land. Let him not breed in great numbers, for he will make a desert of his home and yours. Shun him. Drive him back into his jungle lair, for he is the harbinger of death.
I found nothing in the cave to alter that conception of man, and I still live by its injunction.